those with a historical. In Corinth, there was saints that had a historical understanding of the God they served. They knew where he had brought them from. And then there was those that was what we call novice in the faith. And they were still trying to navigate and understand this new covenant called Christianity. Now, I am a Popeye fan. I am dating myself. But when I was small, I used to like Popeye. And, you know, Popeye had his son, Pee-wee. That's Pee-wee, y'all, and that's Popeye, all right? So I use this because we need to understand immature saints. When we look at immature saints, I want y'all to think about Pee-wee. He always looked at who? His daddy, Popeye. And guess what? Pee-wee had potential to be like Popeye. Because even as a child, Pee-wee was strong, right? Pee-wee was strong. But he needed spinach too. Guess what, y'all? We need our spinach. What's our spinach? The Holy Ghost, right? The spinach is our holy. We can't operate in Christianity as mature Christians without the Holy Ghost. And we have immature saints. Guess what? We can recognize their potential, but they still need growing to do. Why? Because they are driven off of emotions. Everything, they allow their flesh to rule them. They're uncertain about everything. They hear one preacher say something and they love that. And then they'll go somewhere and hear that kind of talks about that, but they love that. Right? And then they follow popularity. The crowd is there, so I run there. And then they lack self-control. Why? Because they're still learning what to take off and what to put on. And because they come into church and they see that we do something that we shouldn't do, but we elevate people and we clap up people, they now want to be wise. They want to have knowledge. They don't want to be wise. They just want to have knowledge so they can be put on pedestals too. And then you have your mature Christian, right? That's Popeye. Popeye didn't have it all together all the time. Every night, sin beat him up. He let Brutus come in and beat up on him, didn't he? Yes. But when he had his spinach, he beat up on Brutus, right? Right? So as mature Christians, we have realized our potential. We don't just recognize it, but we walk in it. We've realized it, right? And we should be spiritually driven. But every now and then, we get in our feelings, right? And as mature Christians, we are guided by what? The Holy Ghost, which means we have to take off feelings at times. And we have to put God's will before ours. And as Christians that are mature saints, ones that have seasoned saints that's been in it before, for a while, we're financially confident, which means people don't bother us like they bother our immature saints, right? As Christians, seasoned Christians, we have to be careful how we treat our immature Christians. And that's what we're talking about. What? Today in Corinth. There was stuff going on in the church between the seasoned saints, the holistic saints that were seasoned in their